Countable and non-countable nouns. Countable nouns definition is that they are the things that you can count, and they have either singular or plural forms, while non-countable nouns are things that you can't count. For example, an advice, information, news, time, furniture, etc. An example on countable nouns, for example, one pen or two pens. Okay, so pen is a countable thing and it has a singular and plural form, while uncountable, like milk and sugar, both are uncountable. We have here examples of countable or uncountable nouns. As you see here, some would say white chocolate, meat, and cheese are uncountable. And I will say that it's because it's substance. For example, when you say, I love chocolate, it's uncountable because it's a mass material. However, it can be countable when referring to individual chocolates. For example, I bought 3 chocolates, meaning 3 chocolate bars or pieces. When coming to meat, it's an uncountable noun because it's a substance derived from animals and doesn't have a naturally defined unit. So you need a measure word to count it. For example, a piece of meat or 2 slices of meat. And cheese is just like meat. It's a substance and is uncountable and its general form. For example, when you say, I love cheese. But if referring to specific types or pieces, it can be countable. For example, 3 different cheeses or a slice of cheese. The other examples, for example, oil is liquid and jam is semi-liquid. The others like eggs, cookies, books, oranges, and cards are countable, of course. Many, this much. Many used with countable nouns, but much used with uncountable nouns. For example, there are many students in the class. Students are countable, that's why we used many. I don't have much money. Money is uncountable, that's why we used much. How many books are in the library? Books are countable, that's why we used how many. How much water do you drink a day? Water is uncountable, that's why we used how much. So we used how many or many with countable and much or how much with uncountable. Now, let's fill in the blanks with many or much. 1. How apples would you like? 6, please. Apples is countable, so the answer is many. How many apples? 2. How sugar do you want? 2 kilos. Sugar is uncountable, so the answer is much. How much sugar? 3. How tins of tuna do you need? 4 tins. The answer is many because tins is countable. How many tins of tuna do you need? 4. How packets of pasta do you want? Just 1. The answer is many because packets are countable. 5. How cheese would you like? Half a kilo, please. The answer is much because cheese uncountable.